Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Brody. Thank y'all as always for tapping in to Broadcast Wrestling. And I want to do a quick recap of last night's Elimination Chamber PPV or PLE, whatever you want to call it. Overall, I thought it was, decent for what it was as a show. Elimination Chamber can always be exciting in spots just because of the type of match that it is. But however, this show just, like I said, it was decent in terms of the match quality, but there was nothing special, nothing off the wall that happened. That it just felt like, oh man, we absolutely positively need to see this show. So just to go through the match order real quick and go through the results. You had the Women's Elimination Chamber, which featured Alexa Bliss, Kiana James, Asuka, Raquel Rodriguez, Tiffany Stratton, and Rhea Ripley. And this was for the opportunity to face Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. Of course, Rhea Ripley won, which overall I wasn't rooting for her in this match. Truth be told, I wanted Raquel Rodriguez to win. I think she's been doing some really good work the last several months, and she deserved an opportunity to have a big match at WrestleMania. However, of course, Rhea Ripley has to be competing for a championship at WrestleMania. Whoopee. I like Rhea Ripley. I think she's very good at what she does. She's over with the crowd like crazy. But I don't know. It just feels like she is just overkill in a lot of ways in terms of just her always being her. It just seems like she's always like the unstoppable woman or whatever. And I mean, she'll lose matches or whatever, but it just seems like, I don't know, she gives me Charlotte Flair vibes. And I don't know if it's one of those things where it's like, all right, she's competing for championships too much, or if I'm just kind of tired. Like, she just needs time away, like real time away, to come back and just be refreshed and bring something back into the division instead of just constantly being there. But yeah, she won, and so she will be facing Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. I think that'll be an interesting match, but it's not really a match that I'm clamoring to see. I really wish that Bianca Belair was back from injury, so she could get her match against Jade Cargill. Next, we got the Women's Intercontinental Championship match between Becky Lynch and AJ Lee. AJ Lee is now the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Match wasn't very exciting to me. This whole feud itself has not been very exciting to me. I'm a huge fan of AJ Lee. Loved her past work that she had during her first run in WWE. But since she's come back and been put with Becky Lynch, who was an absolute bore, in my opinion, it just hasn't really worked. It hasn't felt special. It hasn't felt the way that it should have for someone like AJ Lee to come back. And I'm sure they're going to have another match again at WrestleMania with some type of stipulation. I personally don't care to see it, but just shout out to AJ Lee for coming back and winning a championship, getting her flowers in Chicago amongst her people, or her husband's people rather, because I don't think she's actually from originally Chicago, but she's the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. Cool. Next, you had the World Heavyweight Championship match between CM Punk and Finn Balor. And this match wasn't anything special. I mean, it was solid, but it was predictable. I mean, was there any question or doubt of whether or not CM Punk was going to win this match? No. It just felt like, all right, we're going to get Punk there in front of his hometown crowd, and we're going to get the huge reaction for him. And, he's going to put on a good performance against Finn Balor. He got the Michael Jordan treatment, where, they played the Michael Jordan's theme music for him and then put in Code of Personality after that, and that's when he walked out. And so, yeah, I think this is nothing more than a showcase for Punk in front of his hometown crowd. Let him defend the title, which is cool. I don't necessarily have a problem with it. I personally just feel like I want to see an interaction between him and Reigns, some type of tag. Roman Reigns, who's facing at WrestleMania for the World Heavyweight Championship, some type of tag match. I don't know. I just felt like this is one of those matches where it was there just to get Punk on the card. However, there was other ways that they could have got him on the card. Maybe, like I said, maybe a tag team match with him and Punk versus Finn and Dom or something. You can build kind of tension within two stories at the same time, because I think they are leading to Finn Balor versus Dom Mysterio for the Men's Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania. They could have found a creative way to kind of insert all of that into one match, but they didn't. But Punk is still your World Heavyweight Championship, or World Heavyweight Champion, excuse me. The mystery crate was revealed, and it was Danhausen. For those who don't know who Danhausen is more of a comedic style wrestler who goes around cursing people. I personally am cool with Danhausen. I think he's actually a pretty decent wrestler for what it is. I just know that his gimmick just doesn't have the shelf life to be more than comedy, especially in the WWE landscape. And I feel bad for him because he was this big reveal that was kind of hyped up with this crate, and homie got booed. People were just silent. Like it was just one of those things where he didn't, for the hype that this crate got, he didn't get the response that I was thinking they were looking for. However, shout out to him for turning the gimmick that he got into some big time money, because I know he about to get paid stupid bread to just walk around and be funny on the WWE stage. So shout out to him. And so finally, then you have the main event, which was the men's elimination chamber match, which winner will go on to WrestleMania to face Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship. This match featured Javon Evans, LA Knight, Trick Williams, Logan Paul, who was a late entry into this, Cody Rhodes, and Randy Orton. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, this match was absolutely like horrible. Like I felt like there were times where it was decent. There was times where things were kind of happening. It was like, okay, all right, cool. But then there was just other times I was like, man, this is just awful. Like the fact that Logan Paul eliminated Javon Evans, LA Knight, and Trick Williams. Like, what are we doing? Like, Logan Paul is a good wrestler. Don't get me wrong. He is meant for this pro wrestling thing. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. But how is that helping any of the three people that he eliminated? Like, it just, I just didn't like that at all. Seth Rollins did return last night, and it was clear and obvious that it was Seth Rollins who came out the second masked person to come out. Like, Seth Rollins has certain mannerisms that you just obviously can tell and know. And, you know, the mask thing was cool for a while, but I think they've just kind of decided, hey, we're just going to bring Seth Rollins. I think Seth Rollins truly came back early because of everything that has transpired with the Vision, and the fact that at this point that stable is absolutely doomed because of all the injuries between Braun Breaker and now Bronson Reed. So he came back, curb stomped Logan Paul. Logan Paul gets eliminated by Cody Rhodes, and then at the end, Cody and Randy have a little thing. Drew McIntyre comes out, distracts Cody, gets in his face, does his thing with Cody, builds up that story a little bit more. Randy Orton, RKO to Cody, 1, 2, 3, and Randy Orton is the winner of the men's elimination chamber match. So he will go on to WrestleMania to face Drew McIntyre, guaranteed. However, I do believe that this is going to be a multi-person match. I know on Friday they've already announced that it's going to be Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship, and I don't think that Cody is going to win. I think Jacob Fatu is going to come in and interrupt that, and then that's going to lead to the addition of Jacob Fatu and Cody Rhodes to the already announced Randy Orton Drew McIntyre match for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. So it's going to be a 4-way at WrestleMania. That's my prediction, and I'll predict the winner of that match once we get closer to WrestleMania. But overall, last night Elimination Chamber was very lackluster. 4 matches, nothing really exciting, nothing really too out of the ordinary. It just seemed like just stale, predictable booking from Triple H last night. And you know what, at this point I hope it picks up before WrestleMania as we get closer and closer, because right now, like, there's no real excitement for WrestleMania, whether it's for people to actually want to go to the show or for people to actually even want to watch it for real. And if you were looking at the Elimination Chamber as kind of this way to build up your excitement a little bit more, I'm sure you were just highly disappointed last night. So anyway, y'all, Just to recap the winners of the whole night. Rhea Ripley wins the Women's Elimination Chamber match. She will be facing Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. AJ Lee is now the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. CM Punk retains his title against Finn Balor, and Randy Orton wins the Men's Elimination Chamber and is guaranteed a shot at Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Man. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. How'd y'all feel about the show last night? Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the fun things that I always ask. Plugs are in the description box below. And yeah, hope y'all have a good one. Catch y'all later. It's been your boy Brody as always. Thank y'all as always for tapping in to Broadcast Wrestling. Peace.